Back to the street in Toronto for bank profit booster number 2, a type of mortgage we're calling collateral damage.
Do you know what a collateral mortgage is?
Collateral mortgage?
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Have you heard of a collateral mortgage?
No, I'll be honest, no.
We head to Ottawa, where collateral mortgage wasn't a term Dennis Wall had heard either. He recently bought a new house, got his mortgage at TD Canada Trust, the same place he got his last mortgage.
Everything seemed to be exactly as it had been before. The mortgage we assumed was a regular mortgage that TD had given us previously.
Turns out it was quite different. It was something called a collateral mortgage, a mortgage that requires you to take extra credit and effectively traps you at the bank.
Oh, we were royally pissed off, actually. I don't know if you're going to use that.
With a collateral mortgage, the only kind TD offers, shopping your mortgage around at the end of the term is more difficult and costly.
To get a collateral mortgage and not know prior what collateral meant is it leaves one with a sense of being led down the garden path.
We show financial insider Preet Banerjee the paperwork Dennis got at the bank. And we've gone through it, page after page. There's no mention that this is a collateral mortgage in this entire document. And then the day before closing, in his lawyer's office, he has these papers to sign. And again, pages and pages. We might need something to help find that word.
I guess magnifying glass. Of course.
You got it. Okay, so if we bring this down right to the bottom, right there, collateral.
Yes.
That is the only place in these documents where the word collateral is used.
Right.
Should we have to use a magnifying glass to find out what we're actually signing up for?
No, and unfortunately the fine print is only going to get smaller and the documents are only going to get bigger, especially when it comes to financial services in the future.
To test how upfront TD is about only giving collateral mortgages, we head to this Toronto branch with hidden cameras.
Just the mortgage itself, the way it works, would it be the same as at the other banks?
Pretty much the same, yeah.
We ask again.
What would you say makes the TD mortgage any different?
Service has been the number
But
one.
still, no mention it's that collateral mortgage.
Are there any differences in the mortgages here compared to the other banks?
TD has features like payment vacation, payment reduction.
Finally, the 4th time we ask,
Is there anything essentially different about the mortgage that TD's offering compared to what the other banks would offer?
she gives it up,
We do have a collateral charge on our mortgages.
meaning it's not a conventional mortgage.
Would you say that's a bit of a con then, the fact that you can't move it?
And she finally agrees collateral mortgages do have a downside, losing the flexibility to easily shop around.
That could be considered a con for clients who want flexibility to, to have the choice of transferring out. So if you're right, it could be considered a con.
Dennis Wall sure feels conned.
It's really almost a pointless waste of time that I should be in this position if initially the whole notion of a collateral mortgage and its implications and meaning had been disclosed to me.
We ask TD for an interview, but they won't talk on camera. So we put our questions to Maura Drew Lytle with the Canadian Bankers Association. He trusted his bank to give him all the information he'd need to make one of the biggest financial transactions of his life. Why aren't banks obligated to do that?
They are obligated. He probably would have signed a separate collateral agreement, so it would have been disclosed there.
But that was the day before sale in his lawyer's office. Shouldn't the bank have been more clear about what a collateral mortgage is?
I know they have plain language information about what a collateral mortgage is that they give out to customers.
He says he didn't get any of that disclosure. Her advice to customers like Dennis?
Ask questions all the time. I mean, the mortgage specialists at the bank, that's what they do. They're there to help you, to explain things to you, and to answer your questions.
But how would he have known to ask about a collateral mortgage when he'd never heard the term before?
I wasn't there, so I don't know what they told him. I don't know what information that they gave him.
So, have a magnifying glass and a lawyer handy before committing at the bank.